Hello there, awesome peoples. Welcome back to another webinar by Token Minds. If you have here for the first time, my name is Himang Joshi. I am a DeFi developer and AI developer at Token Minds. And today we present ourselves with a webinar that has a topic of AI agent abilities, the frameworks, all the different AI agents available out there, and which one would you like to integrate with your project. So before that, let's first always try to understand what is an AI agent. And as I have been saying this several times, that an agent is a person or an entity that acts on the behalf of another person or entity. So basically, this is the real case scenario of an agent. So we can always think about an agent as a Man in Black agent or a James Bond agent or something like that. So on this slide, we highlight the core abilities of AI agent, which make them indispensable in today's technology landscape. So let's try to understand them each by each. So automating repetitive tasks. The AI agents excel in taking over mundane and time consuming tasks, freeing up human resources for more strategic activities. And then similarly, analyzing data for insights. That means that they process vast amount of data quickly, extracting actionable insights to support decision making. And then there's adaptive and learning, which means that through continuous learning, AI agents improve their performance over time, adapting to new challenges and environments. And then there is interacting intelligently with users. That means that they offer intuitive, context aware communication, enhancing our more user experience. And in the last, it's the taking autonomous section, which means that AI agents can operate independently and can take actions on the behalf of each other. So, what are the forces behind these AI agent excellence? So that brings out the AI agent frameworks and the engine. So basically, the framework act as an engine for an AI agent. All the AI agent you can think about themselves are a separate engine which can think, act, adapt. They have been trained for some specific task. The AI agent, like in one of our previous webinars, I gave an example that if you are walking inside a restaurant and if you are and if the serviceman there is coming and they are just suggesting what's there on the menu, that is AI. But an AI agent means that the agent is interacting with you, is telling you what's the best today, what can be optimized according to your need, and it is working all according to what you need. And that AI agent has been trained for a certain amount of tasks. So they interact with the external systems. So basically, they are interacting with the customers, they are telling them what can be done, what can be optimized, and they are scaling across the industries. So that makes the AI engine different, and all of this can be termed as an engine for AI agent. So the engines or the seven or the different AI agent frameworks to know right now are just we are gonna go quickly. Jeffrey, Elijah, Cream Framework, Rig, Xbox, Marshall, and Agent Studio. So now let's try to understand them one by one. And we start first by Jeffrey. So what is Jeffrey? So all those Python lovers out there, Jeffrey is a Python-based framework which is designed for social media automation and creative outputs. So the key features, which obviously means that it can be interacted with the platforms like X, your all the other like Warcaster, like Hardcaster, and all the open source platforms can be used on Reddit, can be used on Discord, and it has a modular design which allows for customization and scalability. And then there is creative capabilities, like it can generate music, it can interact with the artistic content, and it can give output according to that. And obviously that it helps in doing automated posting, replying, retweeting, and engaging. And then the best fit of this AI agent can be into NFT projects. Let's say that if you want to release your NFT project onto the X, and you want an agent to work along with it, and you have developed that NFT based project on Viper, which is again also Python based library for writing smart contracts. So you can use Jetfree framework, you can interact with your smart contracts, and you can help to make your project a better fit. And then there is, like, it can be used for good DAO community based project, like it can manage DAO social accounts, respond to community queries, interact themselves in the votings. And then obviously the best part can be into the token sale campaign, like it can give continuous outputs at how is the current ICO performing, or how is the performance of this ICO, and what are the prices, and how many tokens are sold, or how many amount is raised. And then there is the GameFi and Metaverse, which I would say is actually a very broad category, and a GameFi and Metaverse can be almost integrated in all of the different frameworks. And then come the part, Elijah framework, the most famous framework out there, which is built on TypeScript. It is developed by AI 16, a very awesome framework. We have also been personally developing our own project. The Token Minds team are parenting a new project called LibriX, and we are using the same framework. And I have a personal experience of working on this framework as well. And I could say that the modular design, the integration, the flow of Elijah framework, the documentation, all of them are top notch, and the support as well as the support to different blockchains. Like it is supported on Solana, but it can also be used on the on Base. Like we are using it on Base, so it is very widely accepted as a good blockchain integration. And also, for example, right now an abstract chain is one of the new chain that is coming out with the Elijah, and the integration, as you can see currently into the screen, that it has a wide integration on Coinbase, Solana, Aptos, NFT creation, image generation, video generation, WhatsApp integration, IP story. All of these, Elijah has it in his own game. Fifth game, let's move on to the next framework, which is, right, you have heard, it is a game framework by Virtuals, and the one of the most successful framework again, which is Virtual, having raised lots of $1 billion on the market caps on 12,000 different AI agents that are running on Virtuals right now on the base chain. And the key features are dynamic npcs that it can create npcs dynamically. It has infinite replayability and plug and play modality, which is it is different from the agent that you see on the topics like the Luna by Virtuals or other. Those are more for the DeFi, but this game framework is mainly made for the projects that are on the dynamic game platform, or on the metaverse and GameFi, which can be used for playable autonomous virtual worlds or interactive software, or like play to earn games as well. Now comes the part is the rig framework. So all of those who wants to get rusty can get your hands dirty here, because rig is our Rust based framework, which is designed to achieve reduced latency. Whatever Rust promises, whatever Rust based architecture is there, rig is using that. And this framework enhances the capability of Rust. So imagine the world where you are also using Rust, and for various DeFi tasks, you are creating crucial ZK proofs, and you're integrating them with your AI agent, which is based on the Rust framework again. And then I can think about 100 possibilities right now, like integrating rig framework into a ZK proof, or like into a FHE based protocol, and making sure that the computing and all of this is reduced. And like there can be widely used capability. And I would say, like, if this framework, if it is more developed, then it can be the most powerful framework out there, because it is Rusty. And with that comes the best project fits for this frameworks are DeFi protocols, obviously, validators and node management, like the blockchains, which are the core of the blockchain, not the application side, the core of the blockchain, which means that automating tasks for managing nodes or staking operation with low latency execution, it can be used there. And then there's cross-chain solutions, which means that the facilitating seamless communication and transactions across multiple blockchains. Which comes to our last, or one of the framework, which is the Xbox framework, which is based on creating AI agents tailored for specific tasks using large and extensive data set for advanced training. It can be used in DeFi analytics. The niche is you doing custom training and large scale data collection. So basically, the best market fit for this can be, if your project wants to create some tokenomics model, you bring data out from some place, you interact it with AI agents, and you can create customized tokenomics model that the you can train agents to fine tune token distribution strategies or forecast market behavior. You can also include reallocation protocol into your tokenomics. Let's say that you want to raise a certain amount of money, and then you don't really know what to do with that money, and you think that operation is expending a lot of is using exorbitant amount of money, and it is not really needed there. So you can reallocate by integrating an agent made by the Xbox, and you can do various tasks. Then comes the project, which is the MyShell framework, which is a no code framework. So one of the code frameworks for the people who just want to get started. That is, it has a no code solution. It allows users to create and customize AI agents without writing any code. It is kind of a build and deploy agents in minutes and simple drag and drop interface. We all love it. and it is always one of the best things to enter in the market, to understand the agents by working which are the no code low code, and then trying to build more on the top of it. It can be used to monetizing tools like my shell app store and enabling revenue generation. The best fit can be the sole content creators of who wants to make their own NFTs, but they want to have every right and they want to do it by themselves, and they can just use this MyShell framework for creating an AI agents for their own digital art space and workspace. And then there is Web3 startups, and then there is GameFi that developers. Like I already said, that GameFi is one of the most widely used application for the AI agents, because there can be lots of tasks that can be interacted with the AI agents and can be made more entertaining and stuff not. And then comes the part where is the Agent Studio framework, which is a visual framework for interactive 2D and 3D agents. It is a very interesting one. It allows developers to build visually engaging avatars that can interact with users through voice, through videos and live streaming. Imagine that the next time you are watching this podcast and we have created an Agent Studio framework, let us really know that if you would like to see it, and we will try to get our team to develop on this, and we can try to make interactive session on working with this one. So the good use case can be if you have your GameFi characters, again your 3D and 2D GameFi characters, you can develop visually appealing agents for them. You can add them into the games and the metaverse platforms, that you can build agents that can act as interactive guides or NPCs in virtual worlds. And then there's GameFi project and NFT brands. So the examples of collaborative frameworks, like if you want to, like you have been seeing that there are lots of projects that are interactive, and the agents are overlapping. So you might have thought that, hey, what if we can try to use one or two projects, and we got that handy. So we have already made a table which can let you know that which framework can go with which one for the best fit, and you can create what kind of best project out of it. So if you want to develop a GameFi project, that I've been saying from the starting of this webinar, that GameFi project is one of the most broad spectrum of the application. And then the framework that can be go with the best fit is going to be Game Framework, as the name suggests. Set a free broy, which is the Python base, and the Agent Studio. So what you can do is that you can create dynamic NPCs, you can brand of tasks, and you can automate marketing campaigns using the Zerify. And then there is DeFi analytic tools, which is the use of Rig plus Xbox plus Elijah. Because Rig is Rust based, Elijah is based on Solana, and it has a good capability. And Xbox is an analytic tool. We thought that it can, like, we can bring the power of all these three together to create a great analytic tool, which can build high performing tool using the Rig. It can fine tune analytics agent using Xbox, and it can integrate with different blockchain plugins using Elijah. It can be a powerhouse of a DeFi analytic tools. And then can be an NFT marketplace using Elijah plus Verify plus Agent Studio, where using Elijah you can automate NFT creation, like the one which we are doing on our project called HebriX. Then you can generate promotional content and enhance user experience with 3D avatars using Agent Studio. Then comes, if you're thinking about DAO management, do not go, wait here and understand how you can use Zerify plus MyShell, which you can use for social media automation, for community updates, for deploying quick agents, for FAQs using the MyShell. And then comes the world which we all want to step into, which is a metaverse world, that will include an agent studio plus game framework plus Elijah. You can build interactive 3D avatars using agent studio. You can use dynamic gameplay like elements using the game framework. And then you can use Elijah's massive powerhouse capability of integrating with different blockchains. You can integrate it along cross chain, and you can work on it. And then if you have done all of these, and if you are launching a token sale campaign, then just go for the combination of the Zerify or Python boy plus MyShell plus agent kit, which will help you to automate the social media engagement using Zerify, which will generate promotional contents using MyShell, and connect with Web2 APIs like Gmail for targeted outreach using the Agent Kit. So, how to choose the right framework, which would be uh, that first you need to define your project goals. That what do you want to achieve? Like, you want to create a DeFi related tools, you want to create a social media campaign, you want to create like all of the above, like you want to have a game file, you want to have all of the above, just as I said 2 lines back, then you need to define your project goals, and then you need to go and study the documentation and understand the capabilities of each of one of them. If you want to have, let's say, a project which is span multi-chain, then I would say the best fit when you can go with Elijah. If you want to have a performance extensive product, then you can use Rig and Xbox. If you want to have a good automation, you can use Zerify. And then you need to understand the integration needs, that will the framework support your platform, that is the framework for gaming, like for gaming game framework plus Agent Studio for DeFi, Rig plus Xbox for NFTs, Elijah plus Zerify. So if you have an idea, if you want to automate it, if you want to make it work, and but if you don't know where to start, so you know who to connect and make your web3 project smarter with us, and it can and make it future ready with the power of AI agents and frameworks. We at Token Minds are developing our own project on the LibriX, but if you want help to develop your own project, do let us know and reach out to us. Thank you. We'll see you in next elusive webinar. Bye.